Okay, hi everyone. I just wanted to make a sort of review video on the Science Can Rock Tumbler, which is what I've got right here. This is probably what's fair to say a toy rock tumbler. I was able to buy it for 113 New Zealand dollars, including postage, off Trade Me. I did do some research and search for some reviews and found it had quite good reviews on Amazon actually, so that's why I went with this one. But as I've learnt a little bit more, I can sort of understand the differences between maybe a toy tumbler and a tumbler that might last a bit longer. So I haven't polished rocks right the way to the end with this one yet, but I can talk a little bit about my experiences so far and then add on the rest of it when I get to it. So it comes with the tumbler, which looks like this. It has a USB plug, so this is actually just plugged into a USB port, and it's just normal USB. It comes with the barrel. At the moment I've got some rocks in here which I'm tumbling. It works very simply. The spinners just turn the barrel over. It also comes with this cover, which I think is to help reduce noise. So I'll turn it on just for a second now so you can see how loud, I'll just try and get this cord out of the way, how loud it goes when it's on. So this is it just going normally. It's got some lights going, and then you put the cover on. And it certainly does reduce the sound a lot, but I still wouldn't want it in a room with me. So we'll turn it off for the rest of the video because we don't need to be listening to that. Just stop that. Right, I'll talk about some of the other stuff that it came with as well. So it came with these instructions. They were all in I think Chinese. I had a go at Google Translate for them, didn't do a very good job, so I ended up following instructions that I found from other rock tumbling videos online. So I've actually got, my pack came with 2 of everything. So it comes with this coarse grit, which I figured out from the instructions is 150 grit, and then it comes with this polishing grit which is 600 grit. And so from what I've read, 600 is probably not even close to being able to achieve a polished finish. So and I have put some rocks through, the rocks that came with it, on just both of those grits, and can confirm they are still very matte. They're not shiny, but that's okay because I think it's normal for the grits and things that, and the instructions that come with rock tumblers to, the recommendation is to do something different anyway. So it came with that, which is about enough to run the barrel through once. It also came with some jewellery making findings and things, which I might use, and again, for some reason, I got 2 packs of those. And it came with a whole bunch of these nice little gem bags. Got 4 of those, so that's a nice little touch. And it came with these little clear quartz chips, which I think are designed to be used as like a buffer or a protection for the rocks. I don't think they're supposed to be tumble. And it also came with a packet of rocks to tumble. So I'll drop some photos of how they turned out when they'd been through the 2 grits that came with the tumbler. So what I've been doing with it since I tumbled the rocks that came with it is I had bought another set of grit. So I've got, so this came with a 60, a 220, and a 600, and then this set came with this 1200 for polishing. However, from the research I've done, I've decided I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use tin oxide as my final polishing step and see how that goes. So I guess this has been running now since I bought it probably a month ago. It's been running constantly. I haven't got any rocks to the final tumbled stage. I guess the one thing that I've realised is it's a very fast tumbler. Well, I haven't seen any other tumblers, but I think it's a very fast tumbler. So what that means is you have to be more careful. So I've put these lovely rocks through it recently, and they went through the 60 grit and then the 220 grit, and then I put them in just with some borax, but I forgot to put in any ceramic or plastic pellets, and I got a lot of chipping off these rocks. So they were smooth before. I'm very gutted about this little piece here, because this is a really nice sort of gradiented rock there. But never mind, it's good to learn. So these ones have gone back, we'll go back to the beginning, and I'll polish them with the 60 again. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside, even though I'm in the middle of tumbling something. So it has a lid that screws off here, and then an inside lid that you can see my plastic beads are on it. And I've just got my beads and my rocks and some grit in there, and they've only just started off today, so that's all good. The instructions it came with said to tumble for 1 day, I think, from what I could see from Google Translate. However, most videos, instructional videos you watch on rock tumbling, talk about tumbling for a much longer time. I did do that. I put my first lot in for about a week, and they tumbled away to almost nothing. They were the rocks that came with it, so I think they were quite soft. What I've been finding, I think around 4 days seems to be at least a good point to check in on rocks, because it is a fast tumbler. So what that means is that it won't take as long, but yes, you need to be more careful for things like this breakage that's happened here. So I suspect I will keep using the tumbler until it stops working, but I do suspect I'll probably upgrade to a more professional, or at least a more adult tumbler at some point. The one other thing I'm a little bit worried about, I'll just show you again, is because the barrel is made of plastic, I'm worried that the grit, so when I use a 60 grit for example, I'm worried that that grit is going to get stuck inside the plastic or get embedded on the plastic. So that means even when I'm trying to polish it, the rocks are still going to be roughed up by that 60 grit and not come out fully polished. But I'm still going to persevere and put them through this 500 grit polish first, or pre-polish, and then put them through the polish and see what happens, because it might be fine. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure how the polish will go because of that plastic barrel situation, but I mean, it's certainly worked the whole time I've had it. I've had it running for 4 weeks now. In terms of tumbling the rocks that came with it, if you were doing that with kids, I'm sure they'd be absolutely stoked with the result, or really, really happy with the result that they got there. And I mean, I'm pretty happy so far. So what I've seen, and I can drop some pictures in, is it's taken some really rough edges on some rocks and really smooth them down nicely. So I'm happy with where it's going so far, and I'll check back in when I've got some finished results to share. Okay, I'll set this back going again, and thanks for watching.